bridges. I see you don't have internet yet. I'm glad you got clever to use your phone. So we're doing our bridges, and then at the top of this one, we're going to do a little pulse. This is about 2 inches of pulsing. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then let your knees touch while you're here. This is an internal rotation. 10 pulses. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then open up the knees a little wider than your heels and do 10. And then put your knees over your heels and lower down. We're going to wake up our back and our hamstrings. Just hug your legs in and stretch. And then you can also add in a happy baby to stretch your hamstrings a little bit more. 5, 4, 3, 2, yeah, I like the little rock as well. And then we're going to take this out into a single, so you can use your you can use your foam roller, and then you can lift up the leg, and we'll wake up the hamstrings with a leg pull. So we're going to pull through the toes, the heels. Just enjoy, just like you're given circulation and strength to all of your body parts today in our class. We're giving them all some nourishment. Inhale and exhale. We're going to take 10 and then put that foot down. Realign your hips if you need to. It's okay if you're on the floor or the roller. Come up, lower down, inhale and exhale. And you notice your hamstring flexibility might change. It might get a little able to go up higher. 5, 6, 7, well, hello. 8, welcome. 9, and then 10, we're going to put that foot back on the roller, and then we're going to go up and do a single bridge. 1 foot up and down. This is 10 single leg bridges. Good morning. 6, 7, 8, 9, and then we're going to do another one for 10. So that leg's down, and then we're going up and down. Take 10 and your hips are level. 2, 3, 4, and try to go all the way down between repetitions. Sometimes I accidentally don't do that, and so I'm trying to cue it so we remember. All right, guys, take the happy baby here. Hands to your feet, pull the knees down. And if you feel like you can stretch out your knees, go for it. So if you can do a inner thigh stretch here, go for it. Even if you have to hold on to your legs and not your toes. Yeah, there you go. That's a good way to do it too, Karen. Nice. Either way, toes pull back. Whew. Really good job, guys. Let it down. Go a little longer. Now, I'm going to have about an inch knee bend, not much. And the heel ankle is on the roller. Go up and down. So your exhale, 3, 4, 5, good. So up and down. 6, a little soft knee. 7, 8, 9. All right, hold it up. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Lower. Let's do that 2 more times. Here we go. I know this works the hamstrings, Michelle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Lower. 1 more. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and lower. All right, full body stretch. Hello. And then we're going to add a little roll up. So inhale, and if you can, exhale and roll up. Now, if you have a roller, you can bend your knees and then go back down. We'll do 5 of these. Exhale, 4 of these. 3, good, or nice, good, Betty. 2, hi, and 1 more. 1. Awesome. And then this time lie down, bend the knees first. And remember, you can always do bridge instead, but if you're going to do the roll up, you're going to straighten your knees and go over your legs. And then you're going to bend your knees and come back. You're going to straighten your knees. Good. Nice. Inhale. Yep, use those shoulders. Really good. 3. I like it. And 2 more. 4. And 5. Nice job, guys. Really good. Take a full body stretch. Arms overhead. And we're going to do a little of the crisscross, which is an abdominal. So you'll put your feet up in the air like there's a table underneath your calf. Your hands can go behind your head. You're going to stretch out your opposite leg. You're going to rotate, rotate. Good. Crisscross, belly in. 8, 9. Toes pull back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, point your toes, another set of 10 this way. Flex your feet, another set of 10 this way. Relax and hug onto your feet so you have a little bound angle. The knees are wide. Good job. 5. Nice, serene. 4, 3, 2. And then the legs are going to go up to vertical. You can take a little scissor with your head down for modify or come up. And you can also let your hand be behind your head if you need to. Now we're going to flex the foot. Point the toes. You can also use your hands on your leg. One more time, flex the foot. Take another inhale. And then come down and relax. Hug your legs. Take a little breather, maybe a little right and left motion. The next is double leg stretch. So from the head down, this is a modified. Your arms and legs could come up and then you hug. You could go out a little further, arms and legs. You could also lift up your shoulders and then do it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then recover. Hug, hug, hug. Last little one here, we're going to do a crisscross upper body with straight legs. So your hands are, or next to last, sorry, hands here, legs up. So you would crisscross your body. We'll do 20 of these. And we'll be adding a toes pulled back variation. And then recover. Rest for a minute. We've got one more left I wanted to do with us in this abdominal series. So the first option is right leg up. It's a hamstring stretch. Or hold on to your big toe. Take your left leg above your roller, maybe 6 inches off the floor, and then you come up in your torso. You could put your hand behind your head if you want, or you can take the classic position, hand down towards the thigh. Straighten out that knee if it will. Inhale. Rest for a moment. Switch out your heads down. Switch out your foot if you're adding that on. And it's okay to do a hamstring stretch by itself, or it's okay to do a single hamstring bridge. So otherwise, 10, 2, belly in. Inhale. And recover. Hands to feet. Rock a little like your bound angle. And we're going to use this opportunity to pop up. I'm going to offer the hands behind the legs and then pop up, grab a sip. Terrific job so far. Really good. Nice job. Okay, let's do some belly down swans. This is for the posture. So you're going to be using your roller if you would like. You do not have to. You can also use the floor. So you choose. Happy Monday, you choose. Your hands are long, your elbows are long. Your pinky side of your hand is on. And we're going to go into an inhale to lift. Now, how high you go depends on how you feel the first one. So inhale, lift up. Go up higher if you feel good. Yes, up. Looking good. And up. So I'll just mention a few cues while we're here enjoying this posture help. The belly pulls up and the shoulder blades are down the back. So although it's tempting to lift the head up excessively, what I see looks good. Your neck is just in line with your thoracic spine. Another way to cue that is your gaze. It's probably towards your fingers when you're up. All right, we're going to be holding this one up, so we're building endurance in those posture muscles. Here we are. Find your height. 10. Inhale. Lower down. Okay, now we're gonna do that again and come up. Lower down. All right, we're gonna do it one more time, guys. Here we go, come up, about 10. Looking good. 4. Push hard, your torso goes up. Breathe in and lower down. Really good. We're gonna take a reprieve, a knee bend. If you prefer to do a child's pose, that's fine. I just want to give us a little reprieve for the spine. And then I'm gonna get rid of that for just a moment and take the hands here beside the hips. All right, so the palms are facing down. That's called external rotation. Breathe in, lift up your back and lift up your toes, and your knees are off the floor as well. Now when you're here, when you breathe in, you'll get up higher. Now lower down, take a moment. This time, if you can add on, interlace the fingers at the low back. If that's too tight for you, just leave them beside your hips. Let's go up, inhale. Torso, toes, knees. Neck is easy. There's no excessive tension there. Let your inhale help lift you up. This is great if you've had forward task during the day. This helps bring that posture back to its natural alignment of upright, helps the breathing, helps the happy hormones kick in. Now lower, rest for just a minute. We're gonna do that again, and I'm gonna switch which hand's on the outside. Okay, so here we go, lift up. Palms touch each other if you can make that extra challenge for the shoulder opener. 10, 5, take an inhale. Now relax your arms underneath your head. You must have read my mind, Karen. Now we're doing legs. Lift up your right leg, lift up your left leg, lift up your right leg, lift up your left leg. I like to imagine the leg lengthens before it goes up, so you're not jamming your back or compressing your spine. You're lengthen, lift, lengthen, lift. All right, if that's going well, and it looks like it is, we can add on a swim, which is right arm, left leg, left arm, right leg, right arm, left leg, left arm, right leg. Now, if you want to make it harder, all the limbs come off the floor. It's called the posterior oblique chain. We use this in walking, cross-country skiing, running, so that back oblique chain. All right, take an inhale. Recover and windshield wipe. And if you need a child pose at any time, that a girl, take it. 5, 4. And lowering down, we're gonna do a neat one I like. Again, posterior oblique chain. So place your fingers near your knuckles so you have little elbow triangles. Lift up your right leg and your left shoulder blade, and then lower. Now your right shoulder and your left thigh, so your opposite limb. Left shoulder, right leg, right torso, yes. So opposite arm and opposite leg, and you're adding extension and rotation together in the spine. Inhale. Feel if each leg is getting up as high as the other. Helping the posture. These are exercises you can do if you ever feel rounded forward. All right, now together we'll take a child's pose. I am going to add on the toes curling under variation. That's so nice to wake up those balancing proprioceptors. 5. Inhale. And then come on back down. Now once your belly's down, we're going to lift up our back without our hands and then let your hands assist you up. Now you can slowly lower your torso, and then when your torso is done, you can lift up your legs together. And then the torso comes up, then your hands help your torso get higher. And then your legs come up. And then your torso. And then your legs. Now you can do this thing where once you're up, you let go once or a few times. And we'll do it again. And again. And then another child's pose. I'm going to offer the knees wide in this one. So you've got this child's pose with knees wide. 5, 4, and let's do one sip of drink, or a sip of drink, as much as you want. And then we're going to come down and do a couple more of those exercises for posture. So grab a sip. I've got my sunshine cup today. My sunshine cup, my yellow sunshine cup. So we're going to be doing a really good one for scapular mobility. I like this for the scapula, for the shoulders. So if you tend towards tight shoulders, or you just feel like you need mobility in there, this is a nice one. So big circle. It's also called breaststroke. Now, when you're doing this, if you would like to add on, flutter kick your legs like you're swimming, and you want to see bubbles on the surface of the water, so you're doing a tight flutter kick. Inhale, lift your spine, big circular arms, your scapula, healthy scapula glide on the back. Inhale. One more set here, guys. And then just take a little windshield wipe. Release that. And then we're going to do one called heel beats, which is really glute and hamstring, a little low back. So your arms are already set up like a pillow. Lift up both legs and tap your feet together. So your knees are off the floor, your legs are long, you're tapping the feet together. A little longer in the knees. Betty, I think you can, still lift the thighs off the floor, but your legs are longer. Now, a child's pose, push back. Good. Those of you that want to counter pose with the Ustrasana, put your hands behind you and lift up your hips. 5, 4, 3, 2, inhale, and then exhale, lower down. Terrific job, guys. Grab a sip. All right, we're going to mix in some planks. I'll be tucking this in. Also, if you are like me and your bones like a little extra support than maybe your mat offers, you can grab a towel or something for your elbow. So you've got your forearms down, and we're gonna, actually I'm gonna put this foam roller at this end so I can add on. So the first plank I'm gonna do with just toes down. The foam roller is really nice though if you have any kind of metatarsalgia going on or plantar fasciitis. You can also just use the foam roller to get your toes out of it. So right now we're just establishing stability. All right, take that 3 more, 2 more, and then 1 more. Now the option would be you take your shins on top of your foam roller, and I like to toe in so that I'm on my flesh of my tibialis anterior and not on my tibia bone. Come on up. Okay, so if you'd like to add on, you're going to shift forward a couple inches and shift back. Breathe in and out. This is abdominals. Hi. 5, 4, 3, 2. Take a breather. I'm going to do Sphinx as my breather. You could also do a child's pose here. That's a nice one. Inhale. And then you're going to come back up. Now we're going to do a hip lift, which is like a dolphin. This can be done with or without the roller. So if you're doing this one, I do like the roller a little closer to my knee side of my shin. Toe in. Lift your hips. That way you can roll out your shin and lift. You're rolling out your shin muscles, tibialis anterior. Up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, yes. All right, 2 more, we got it. Strong thoughts, strong mind. 1 more, and then we're gonna recover with a little child's pose. Relax, I'm gonna pat the elbow, bend the elbow so you're patting yourself on the back. Nice job. And this next one's gonna be inchworm, oldie but goodie. So we're gonna go into a forearm plank. The roller's a little closer to your knees than to your ankles, so that way, and you're toed in. You're going to bend the knees, inchworm in, and then straighten out to plank. Inchworm in. Our goal is 10 reps. Strong mind. 3. I like that rolling out of the shins too. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then take a moment. Rest. And the next one we're going to do is a diagonal inchworm. So your knees are going to go to the left, and then your knees are going to go to the right. I'm tucking in all of the shirt so it doesn't stand in the way of you seeing form if you need it. So you're going to go into plank, but then you take your knees, both of them, head towards the left elbow. Then you do a normal plank, head towards the right elbow. And if you were not to have a plank, you could also just pull one knee under and then the other. So you're basically finding creative solutions to do strengthening. All right, try 4 more total. 4, 3, 2, 1, and recover. And I'm going to do a little child's pose with the shin on top of the roller, and then pat the bend the elbows, pat the back. These foam roller abs work. So the next one is going to be a diagonal straight knee hip lift. So it's like dolphin, but you're going to head to the corner. So let's do plank first. Internally rotate to get on the muscle. Now lift your hips slightly left. Now go straight to plank. Lift your hips slightly right. Inhale. You got it. Now the knees are pretty long on this one. Lift your hips up. Knees are pretty long. 6 more. 5 more. 4 more, 3 more, 2, 1, and recover. All right, time for a sip. That was a good block of front plank, which is abs, and it's also spinal muscles, and it's also upper body, also some quads, also some hip flexors. I could go on and on. Those are really good for everything. But that was a tough block. So what we'll do to kind of mix things up is give one that's kind of like a recovery block. So you're going to lie down. It still works, but it's not quite as heavy as those planks. So now we're getting our breath, we're getting our homeostasis. We're starting with the lower body. Now that was 10. You can do 10 more, or you can try to add your upper body for 10. Look how you could change it. Fingers here, harder or lower. 7, 8, 9. Now, you can either just roll over and meet us the other way, or you can go Hollywood style or flashy. So let's do 3 of those if you want to. 2, flashy. 1 more, banana boat. All right, now meet us on the other side regardless. I'm going to change my mic so it's not digging in my ASIS, my iliac crest here. Okay, arm underneath. Now the first was double leg lift. You got it. Nice, Shreen. Here's your waist. You should be feeling that. Strong. The next option was to add some upper body. 10. This one's called banana. You could also just do the lower body. Modification could be a finger on the floor. Now we're going to try 3 banana boats as an option. So you go up, balance, and come back down. So the banana turns into a boat pose. And then 1 more. Awesome job. We did it. All right, good. We're going to do 1 more in that same vein. Frontal plane work is the vein I'm speaking of. And let's put this under here. And heck, it's Monday. Let's grab a sip, shall we? Celebrate getting up for Monday. Update on our new rescue. She's been doing great. As you can tell, she's healed. All her wounds are healed. We're going to go up. All right, so this is lateral flexion. So you have 1 shin down, and the lower you dip, the harder it is. So if you modify, it's like this. But if you go down, it's a little harder on this opposite gravity oblique. Now the other thing you can add on to this is a rotation towards the extended leg. There's the work. Feel that's nice. we're gonna do a bonus of 10 pulses. So find a place that felt really good for you. Challenge, 1, 2, back against the wall, 3, 4, 5. Nice, now let's go up and over. This is also called a parigraha in yoga. Add some rotations, so there's a little QL when you rotate forward. There's a little oblique when you rotate up, but they're all good, so find them all. Breathe into the intercostals. Open those intercostals up. Lengthen that elbow. Now I'm going to give the hand down option, or you could put your hand on a yoga block if you want. Good, like a roller would do too. Yeah. Okay, so I am going to give another option. So either stay here, or if you're like me and you just think everything that's like a side plank makes you want to do Maldrasana, go for it. 10, you can lift the heel and go further. 9, wild thing. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, come back out. Good job. Now we're going to do that whole series on the other side. For neuroplastic benefit, you could try to think what's coming next. So try to remember the whole series, what's coming next. And that'll help the brain, especially during exercise, to remember coordination, choreography, better than a crossword puzzle for the brain when you do it with exercise, because now there's extra blood flow going to that brain that doesn't normally get as much blood flow as the other organs. 4, 5, the lower you go, the harder it is to pick that body weight up. 6, also, it's easier if you cross your arms or put them down here. It's harder if you're up here, so you can make it what you need. Now we are going to add on a rotation, so it's going to be a little bit more obliques when we do that. So we're going to rotate, and so the rectus abdominis and the obliques. Make sure your elbows aren't leading the way and that you're not throwing the arms forward. Your torso, your waist, your tummy, your abs leads the way. The exhale helps that belly pull in, the transfers. Now we're going to do a pulse. So you've got this little challenge. And then we're going to come up to a stretch. A parigraha is in yoga gate pose. Rotate forward for the QL. Rotate back. Breathe in, breathe in, breathe in. Now, a few things could happen here. This top hand could come down. Maybe you're on the yoga block or your knuckles. So nice. So upper back, shoulder. If you are craving a Maldrasana variation, you can go into a full side plank, back foot back. If you keep on going and lift your heel, it's a wild thing. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then lower down. Great job. Grab a sip. Good job. So that was a little frontal plane series. Now we're going to hit the side planks this time. I'm going to grab another sip because we did the front planks earlier. Now we're doing the sides. Asymmetric work has the benefit of making sure each side's getting its own attention and one side's not taken over, as is the habit. So if you care to use your foam roller, it's here at your ankle end. You could do this without the foam roller. You can stack or stagger. I'll start staggered today with the legs for a little bit more stability help. Just hold for 10, whatever one you're doing. You're kind of getting your shoulder blade down the back cue, your head's back against an imaginary wall, your hips aren't droopy, you're stretching out through your hand, you're feeling good and confident in your breath. Now we're going to lower the hip, we're never going to collapse at the shoulder. Other side plank static. Again, I'm going to stagger. You can do it on the foam roller. You can do this however you'd like. Come on up, stack this harder. 1, stretch out, 3. Your back's against a wall, an imaginary wall. We're going to take another inhale, lower the hip, and then switch it up. Great. So now we're going to add a side plank with some movement. We'll have our fingertips near our temples like a triangle. We're making a triangle with our elbow. Take an inhale and rotate 10 times. Stretch that elbow back. 2. Stretch that elbow back. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we're going to lower that hip down and let's hit the other side. Fingertips up. Okay, now we're going to add the 10. I'd say that went well. Everyone looks so good. Grab a sip if you'd like. We're still going to do some side planks. I just wanted to add a bit of hydration. So we're on the side planks. We're still adding mobility. This is for all you that love shoulder mobility. So take your side plank, top arm. In fact, get away from the wall if you're like me and kind of near one. Top arm does huge circles for 5. So stretch it out. Stretch it out. Act like I'm pulling your arm. 2, behind you and over your ear. 3, stretch it out. 4. Now we're doing 5 each way. Just do the best you can. 5, and stretch. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Now we're doing 5 and 5. This arm gets all the mobility. The bottom arm is very static. Shoulder blade down the back, pretty static. Breath is inhale, open. Now we're going to go the other way, so stay there. 5, with your hips up. 4, 3. And on the exhale, come on down. Nice job. Now we're going to do a little lateral flexion. So this is upper body lateral flexion, and then we might add on lower body. So stay there after the 5 laterals. We might add a lower body, or you can just stay still. I'll show you what I mean. In here, up and over. Inhale, up and over. Inhale, up and over, and 4. All right, now stay still. If you want to lift a leg 5 times, go for it. If you say, nope, I'm just going to stay put, that's fine. And then lower your hip. Awesome job. Here we go. All right, so elbow down, ankles yaw. All right, so we have 5 lateral flexions. In your mind, you could think, okay, what was our pattern? 2, 3, memorization. 4, retaining memory. Okay, now the next one was a possible, whoops, leg up. 5, 4, 3, bottom hip is strong. 2, 1, lower down. Nice job, guys. Grab a sip. I want to do a block, what I call arm strengthening. So the first arm strengthening possibility, option, is you stand up, you put your hands on the wall, and you do push-ups standing. And the further you get, the harder it is. The next one, kind of easier option on the floor, is like a 4 square push-up. Then another one is, you're a little harder, you're in a modified plank. Then another one is toes. All right, 15 reps. This is the arm strengthening. Abdominals are on though. All right, take a breather. Pat yourself on the back. You're doing great. The next arm strengthening is for the triceps that's behind us. So one way is, and remember you can always do push-ups on the wall if you prefer, and you just keep your elbows in tight. That would be a modification. Or I'm going to demonstrate 2 of these, and then I'm going to do a leg out. So if you're doing the triceps this way, you can bend your elbows and straighten, bend. Now, if you're adding on, One leg out, 5. You got it, Shireen. 5, and really add your hips lifting at the top. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now that foot comes down, take this one out. Bend and push. Bend and push. 3, 4, and 5. All right, now take a seat. We're going to do a little hand stretch. So I've got my fingers down. I'm pulling my fingers under. Good, strong thoughts. I'm getting my inhales and exhales back to homeostasis. Kind of having fun with that. I like a good recovery heart rate. Good. Now the next one is called a Pilates push-up. So it's a whole thing, but I am going to offer modification. Of course, you can always do stand-up push-ups. First, I'm going to offer functional youth. You just stand up without using anything. Now, a Pilates push-up is a forward fold. You walk out past your down dog, and then you do 3 push-ups here. Of course, you're welcome to go to your knees. Of course, you're welcome to just do a forearm plank or do a wall push-up. And then you hip lift, down dog, and then you walk back. So when I offer these postures, now go up. You can creatively make it what you need. And exhale down. I'm just going to show the classic walk through, pass through down dog, go into plank, do 3 push-ups, even if it's an inch. Hips up. There's a calf stretch. Walk back. Come all the way up. Good. Inhale, back bend, standing. Exhale, come back down. Three push-ups. Push back. We've got 2 more sets, so that means listen to your body. If you need to do them standing up on the wall, go for it. If you just need to go to your forearm plank, go for it. If you're up for it, go for the 3 push-ups. Hips up. Go up. Inhale. And exhale. We've got 1 more here set. This little pattern, we go out. We do 3. Hips up. We go up. And nice job, guys. Now we're going to sit down without using our hands. So I'm going to go down crisscross applesauce. Nice job. Grab a sip. I'm going to do a couple of functional. I'm getting down to the last of my sips. I'm going to have to grab my other water. All right, so these are a few functional things. Use your creative ideas to do the best you can. Like Karen, that's good. You're already starting there. So the option could be you curl your toes. You go back in your hips, and then you stand up. You bend. You go shin forward carefully. In other words, you don't crash into your knees. No, you could go into that little Ustrasana, or if you want to go back further, go into hero pose. Come up, forward, toes, under, and do what you can. Do what you can. Stand up, lower. Main thing is you're moving healthily. And then maybe you'll do Ustrasana like we did earlier, or maybe you'll go back. Last one. And then you can come up. I do want to show you a plyo move. Please don't take it if this is not for you, but you can come up. So you know how we roll over our toes and do that. You can, or you can slap into a Slim Jim. I'm just kidding. Reference to Randy Macho Man Savage. So anyway, that was good. Now another one is stand up with 1 foot here, no hands. And then you go back down. Your left foot kind of comes behind, and then you get to the floor, or you could use yoga block. Now I'm going to switch it up. No hands, left foot forward. Go forward to my left foot. I'm kind of showing different angles. You can still use your right leg. Normal stance, right foot back, lower down. Right foot forward. Good. Now you could still get on a yoga block, but right ankle in front, left foot like you're sitting down. Crisscross applesauce. Then left ankle. Good. And whatever you're doing, yeah, just creatively have fun. and down. Okay, I love it, Betty. That's gotten better, don't you think? Yeah, definitely. So come up. I am going to tilt my screen a little. You guys know I've been adding some functional. Shireen, I think you might have caught some of these. One is you can hold on to a wall if you want. And I'm going to show you the very first one is sit in a chair. So if you see me from this end, my knees are in line with my sit bones, my heels are heavy. If you see me from this end, you see my booty's back. I'm not here, I'm here. But add on just for 5, pick up an ankle, 5, 4, 3, you got it. So here's a good backup move. Lower your foot, pick up an ankle, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then stand up. All right, next move. Remember, you can always go back to a previous layer. That's how I teach layers, so you know where to go if you don't like the next one. I'm touching the wall. I've got my knee, left knee up. I'm going to do a one-legged squat. Here's modified. Here's harder. Touch the floor. I'm not hanging out there. I do tilt forward in this one. So you know how I say booty back? I will tilt forward in this one. You have to touch the floor, but listen to your body. 4, and yeah, good. Listen to your knees, Shireen. 5, I'm going to try it without my hands. Okay, other side, 5, whatever single leg squats look like for you. Knee tracks with the second toe. Touch. 1. I'm going to get a little closer to the wall. 2, 3. Now, when I first started this, I had taken a workshop last month and I was shocked. My left leg wasn't as strong down in these low ranges of motion because I hadn't worked low. So no wonder, right? So it's already gotten stronger just in that last couple months. So just know, now if you're like me and one leg's a little slightly weaker, you can do an extra, even if it's a half a range of motion. Now notice my heart rate, so I'm gonna have fun getting that heart rate down. Both heels up, both heels down. So I want you to notice each toe has its own weight. And this is a great backup move because we've been doing these for years together. You can do them anywhere. I do them at the gas station. All right, so that's a good one. If you think that you would like to add on, you can jump rope. So I have a little visual habit of doing this, but I'm barely clear on the floor, so a little athletic jump rope could go by. And that's a good move. See that springy elasticity, tense integrity is another word you'll hear. Now, if you want to add on, you can do 6 jumps as high as you can where you still land elastic. So if you have something in your fan, you can do block arms. But if you don't, 1, arms long, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nice, good. Yeah, exactly. So good breath. Now the next one is star, which will be when you're in the air, your legs and your arms open up a bit. If you have a fan going, just do block arms. But if you can, stretch out like a X. So I'm checking my space. We're good. It can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then take a breather. Woo! Okay, singles we've been working on. I'll show a modification. Calf raises for 5. Calf raises for 5. Now I can still tell my left one's just a tiny bit not as coordinated. Now possibly you jump rope with just your right foot. 10. And 10. Elastic like an animal. Now, if you're going to add on, I'm going to use the length of my mat to do 5 jumps, 5 jumps, 5 jumps, 5 jumps or so. Right foot only, so 4 sets of right foot only. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, turn around, 1, something like that, 6 or 8 jumps, however long your mat is, but 4 lengths, and land. Now it's the other foot, so for me, left foot, 4 lengths. Remember, you can also just do it static, or do calf raises. Elasticity, and good. Now we're going to put some moves together. Hopscotch, 1 foot, 2 feet. So let's say right center, both. Left center, both. Right, both, left. So just use your mat, try to do 4 lengths. Right, double, left, double, 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 and pause. Nice. Last one is 2 feet in, 2 feet wide. Your backup move could be something as easy as this, but I'm going to add a jump to it and be elastic. So it's in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, turn it, in, out, and turn it in, out, and one more in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Nice job. I am going to give us a bonus 5 more jumps because of that great study that came out where women increased their bone density 1.3% just by 10 jumps a day of as high they could go. 2 times 10, but anyway, so it's, let's do 6 if you would like. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nice job. Grab a sip. Go down without using your hands. Awesome job. All right, whoops. Here's some coordinated mobility. And I want to give you the first move, which would be like a tree pose, but seated. So one leg's kind of like bound angle and one leg's like a hamstring stretch. Get your breathing. This is our layer. Enjoy the stretch. And then a challenge would be don't use your hands. Switch it up. Yeah, nice. Hold, one leg's going down. Now, that is just perfect if you would like to do that again. One fun little thing. So my inside leg's long, this leg's not long, it's bent. You go over like a little swan pose and then you switch legs. You switch legs. You switch legs. So you stretch in between. Now it's up to you, listen to your knees, but you can also do this hurdler style. So one knee can come back, stretch, bend your knee, come over. Bend your knee, come over. Bend your knee, come over. And then one more. And I have to move back for this. You can do this like a back bend. So either do your stretch, or if you go back a little, you switch. You switch. Good, you only go back to your shoulder blades. Now, of course, that's the linear. I like to travel. So if you want to travel on your mat and you have enough room, you can go back and travel to that corner. Yes, good, Shireen, stretch over your leg. Now the other is you could do it with a hurdler. So you can fold your back knee, listen to your body, do something healthy for you. Oops, I forgot to fold my knee. That's why it's neural. Gotta watch your walls. How about one more? And then let's take a little seat. This is however you want it. This part is open and turns. Good job. Get the heart rate down. Long and fluid. Breathe in. Long arms, go to the other side. Go up and over. Now, this hand could be on the knee, or you could put it on the floor. Seems like the hour flew, doesn't it? Take it to the other side. I love stretching through the fingers and the elbows on this. Hi, little girl. We're going to do this really nice rack posture. So the shoulders feel open, lift your heart. And then we're going to add a rotation. So when you go down, right knee goes across, right arm is out. Your left hand can hold your right knee down. Awesome. Keep your back long. Now take an inhale, and on the exhale, we're going to go to the other side. So your knee down, and then your other knee goes across, and then your other arm goes out. And then if you would like, you can take your yoga block or a foam roller and put your hips up on it and your feet up on the wall. But I'm going to offer a heel wide variation if you're interested. So if you're up and you want a little fun variation, you can go out like a V and let gravity take your legs. If it's too intense, you can always put a chair under each calf and let the chair help you not have it so intense, or you can just do the legs up. But I just thought I'd offer it so you have another way to stretch those inner thighs. Now give in to the floor. And really notice how you feel. How is your breathing? How are your muscles? How is your mind? And then just take a moment to, any way you need to, come up with care to your body towards a seated position. One great thing that Pilates and yoga does is it establishes a really good communication between your gut and your body, your mind. So we'll just put our hand on our gut. You have a feeling of your gut. Gut instinct. Gut feeling. So there are a lot of important signals and neuroreceptors in your body. Your gut is always sending you signals. Even if something seems socially inappropriate, if you have a gut feeling, listen to your gut. So we're just going to take a moment to honor the goat and the gut. Honor the gut. It's there for a reason. It's always giving us signals for our safety, for our wellness. And when you do the yoga and the Pilates, you do walks in nature, you are reconfirming that gut intuition is higher than anything that might appear socially appropriate or inappropriate at the time. So today I'm going to do a really good job of listening to my gut. If I have trouble with it, I'm going to do it in different little small examples and notice how it plays out so that I can learn the difference between external things I was taught and my gut. My gut has always been with me since day one, and it knows how to protect me. With so much appreciation, thank you guys so much. May you honor your gut over anything socially that you might have been taught there, or you think you just listen to your